When does tax rate calculation include exemptions or abatements? Breaking news for homeowners and taxpayers. With property tax season approaching, many are asking when tax rate calculations include exemptions or abatements. If you are curious about how these deductions can impact your property tax bill, you are not alone. Let's get into the details that matter most right now. In property taxes, the tax rate calculation includes exemptions or abatements when the taxable value of the property is reduced by certain allowable deductions. This means that the tax is calculated not on the full assessed value of the property but on the assessed value minus the exemptions or abatements granted by local governments or law. Typically, property taxes are calculated by multiplying the home's assessed value by the local tax rate. The assessed value is determined by a government assessor and may differ from the market value. Exemptions or abatements reduce this assessed value, effectively lowering the taxable amount. Common exemptions include those for primary residences, veterans, seniors, or other qualifying categories. Abatements may be granted as temporary reductions or freezes on assessed value to encourage development or provide relief in certain situations. After applying these reductions, the tax rate is applied to the remaining taxable value to determine the property tax owed. For instance, if a homeowner qualifies for a homestead exemption, the assessed value used for tax calculation is lowered by that exemption amount. If a property is assessed at $300,000 and there is a $50,000 exemption, the tax rate will apply to $250,000 instead of the full $300,000. This reduces the overall property tax bill significantly. The inclusion of exemptions or abatements in the tax rate calculation depends on local tax laws and policies. Some jurisdictions automatically apply certain exemptions, while others requiring applications or proof of eligibility. The tax rate itself is set by local governments and is usually expressed as a rate per $1,000 of assessed value. This rate is then multiplied by the taxable value after exemptions or abatements are accounted for. Tax rate calculations include exemptions or abatements when these deductions reduce the assessed property value before the tax rate is applied. This process varies by jurisdiction, but is a common feature in property tax systems to provide relief to qualifying taxpayers. Understanding how these deductions work can lead to significant savings for homeowners.